Hey, it's the Scotch Test Dummies.
Ooh,
We got a new Riff single barrel.
a riff?
A Riff, not a roof. Let's test it.
We're going to test it riff style.
New Riff style, Scotch Test Dummy style. All right, this is another one that's not available in our area.
No, and it looks different just on the face.
You kind of chuckled when I mentioned Angel's Envy wasn't available in our area. New Riff is not available in our area either. This comes to us from Minnesota.
I will say...
Minnesota.
Ooh, I like
Sorry
that.
about that.
Duluth?
No.
We know
I'm not driving, so
Duluth.
pour me a little bit more than
Okay.
that little squirrel sample you poured
right,
yourself.
there you
Wow,
go.
that's a good one.
There you
Here,
go.
let me just give you a little
Hey,
bit
careful.
of
I
mine.
am driving.
All right.
I'm way under, though. That's...
So, New Riff, newer distillery. This does state it's aged at least 4 years.
At least, it says.
Bottled
Single barrel.
spring of 19.
Oh.
And somewhere it has, distilled spring of 2015. Bottled spring of 2019.
Isn't that something? I spilled a little.
Yeah. So this is Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey, barrel proof without chill filtration. This one is 56.15% ABV.
I get like a toasted oak on just my hands from the part that spilled and came down the neck. And I get these beautiful, like sweet, almost like a little sweet raisin on the nose.
I pulled the bar and went right to the taste.
Yeah, I noticed that. You did a me.
Ooh, a little bit of char in there.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
So
got
I've
a
had
great
this.
nose.
Yeah.
You've had it.
I've had this. I've had a couple drams of it. It impressed me, but really rich on the nose. Very nice. Cinnamons, caramels, oaks, cherries, some fruits. What did you say?
Well, it
Raisin?
was just on the nose. Yeah,
Maybe.
a touch of raisin, which surprised me.
Yeah.
I don't usually get that on any...
Yeah, there's some richer, darker fruits, darker brown sugars.
Sour mash, barrel proof bourbon, no chill fruit filtration. Oh, that's something.
Yeah.
It's got a velvety mouthfeel to it.
Very,
Yeah.
very velvety, very coating. Takes over
Want
the
some
palate.
By the way, I've got 119 as my coin.
Yeah, why not?
Okay, I've got
I
one.
don't want it, but we
I
got to
just
try
put a
it with
small
water.
drop. I did a small drop. I got 119. What do you got?
118, 118. At 56.15, I think it is very nice, very enjoyable. No, it does not come off as a 4-year-old whiskey. It comes off more aged.
Yeah.
Well
I
done.
don't get any like new make or anything in there.
No, just nice bourbon notes, caramels. There's some of the fruits in there, but caramels, brown sugars, cinnamons, oak.
Now, bottled spring 2019. I love their bottle style. How they've got this. It's almost like a smokestack kind of coming up here.
Sleeve stack,
Not a sleeve stack, although what was that show? I love that show.
Land of the Lost.
Land of the Lost. They went down the whole waterfall.
The sleeve stacks.
Oh God, the sleeve stack. Yeah, they're the tiny little hand bows, their little hand crossbows
There's
they
a
would
bunch
shoot.
of younger people watching. Going,
Yeah,
what the
going,
hell are they
what?
talking
What's
about?
a sleeve stack? What is it, like a flea? Nope. More like a lizard man.
Let's see if I can just pull this around. We got our
All right.
monitor right here just to make your the camera's focusing on this. We were having some
Focusing
issues.
issues.
I just
So I
wanted
like
to
their
make
bottle
sure
style,
it's-
but I don't know anything about these guys. Do you know anything? Did you do any research? I know we don't usually.
No, I'll tell you. Okay, so the reason I bought this, or my nephew lives up in North Dakota. It's right on the border with Minnesota. He's whiskey shopping up there, and he shot me a picture. He said, "Do you want these?" I said,
These?
"Definitely." Well, the
two
new
of them.
Riff single barrel. He bought one too.
Got it.
The only reason I knew and said yes was because I had seen some other YouTubers and social media people that were giving this one some pretty high marks. So that's how I ended up with it. It is a distillery. This is their own juice, as far as I know.
Yeah, it looks like they got a picture of their distillery on here.
Yeah. And it says age at least 4 years. It was on the front. It says distilled spring of 2015.
Right. Oh, I see.
And then on the back, bottled spring of 2019.
Oh, wow.
Very impressed with it, and I'll go with like a 91, maybe a 92 score-wise.
89. Maybe an 88. The nose runs a little flat for me now. But I did add a lot of water on that last one, so maybe that's not fair.
I think you can grade it just because the nose went flat on you. It's all palate.
That's not just because that.
I don't hardly ever grade. I don't hardly ever grade based on the nose. The nose can be completely different.
It's a part of. Like if you had a Connemara and the nose hit you as rubber, and then you tasted it.
That's all off a taste.
Right. But you might enjoy the nose or might not. Quite honestly, a big portion of your taste is what you smell. You know that.
I suppose. But how many of you smelled, though, and then they taste different than how they nose? A lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, I'll still stick with a 91.
88.
It's very good. Just because I was arguing with him, he had to mark it down one.
It went down.
You're going to argue with me, I'm going 88.
No, I tasted it again. There's something... I want to see it at 6 years.
I like it.
I want to see it at 6.
Definitely.
I like what they're doing. I want to see it at 6 years.
Very good, very worth it. I'm sticking with the 91 on the score. I like it.
87.
It's rich, it's deep, it's dark, it's tastes older than 4 years. It's well worth $50. And you won't. Now this is a single barrel though too, so there can be some slight differences. If we have barrel number 15-3651. If anybody wants to know.
Now you do. Now you know.
Now you know.
All right, we've got
the
a traveling
of the
dummy.
story. Neil Olson.
Dummy.
Neil Olson sends us a picture. Hey, Scott and Bart, I took this picture at, I want to say Hanalea Bay on Kauai.
Right.
Hawaii.
Kauai.
We had to look up how to pronounce it.
We weren't sure. We didn't want to totally butcher it. Maybe we still are.
It's like Hawaii with a K.
Kauai.
We shouldn't have said it. We should just...
We should have.
those guys
they nailed it.
They're good.
I usually mispronounce Kauai.
The mountains in the background are known as Puff the Magic Dragon because Peter, Paul, and Mary were supposedly inspired to write the song by the way the clouds hang over the mountains and it looks like a dragon's head.
It does. It looks like he's down in the water. And then surprisingly, there is a Puff the Magic Dragon blow-up floaty boat thing in the water.
I think that's a unicorn.
Is it a unicorn? It
Yeah,
looks like a dragon from here.
But there's a second picture, and he says, the other direction is beautiful mountains complete with waterfalls coming from the top. This may be my favorite beach in the world.
Really?
Bonus score, the Costco on Kauai had Lagavulin 16 for $53 a bottle.
Up.
He brought home 3 bottles. Thank you, Neil.
Thanks. That's a great shot. I love that. I can see like where you walked up and put that bottle down. A little seashell next to it. Are we done?
A little crab.
Yeah, a little crab come up and be like, I want that coin. It's a numbered coin.
Scurrying off with
it. It's a numbered coin. The only other place I can get that numbered coin is at scotchtestdummies.com. Go to the merch site.
Ooh, good plug. That's a good transition.
Worked it in. Ha! You too can be a crab and get you an STD coin.
Now that you say that, we might have a Patreon shout out.
Woo! All right, we got a Patreon supporter, Corey Wilkinson.
Wilkerson.
Corey
Wilkerson.
I had a Wilkinson that lived next to me growing up. But this is Corey Wilkerson.
Thank you, Corey, for the support. We appreciate all of our Patreon support.
Thanks, Corey.
And we got Victor E. came in at a $2 supporter. Ready? Victor E!
Thanks, Victor. $2. He went to Patreon. Search up Scotch Test Dummies. And you too can support everywhere from $1 up.
Yep.
We need to put the link. I think you have it on one of them. The link for Patreon and our webpage down in the description, just permanently there. So you just go click on it.
Yep.
I saw it on one.
Yeah. Should be on all of them. It's default.
Yep. Perfect. All right. Scotch it, you Scotch gods.
Cilantro.
Dummies.
Dummies. No chips. Don't do that to the people watching. They can hear that.